The man of knowledge must be able not only to love his enemies, but also to hate his friends. Suppose we don't take this Friedrich Nietzsche quote literally and abstract a bit from what we commonly refer to as friends and enemies. In that case, this quote provides us with even deeper, meaningful insights about ourselves. Let's understand our enemies as our ideas we are holding ourselves back from pursuing, and the ideas we are very comfortable with as our friends. From this perspective, we need to transform some of our enemies into friends to grow as a person. But to make them friends, we must face them first as enemies. We must stop postponing and finding excuses for not making the first step. As for our friends, to not hinder us in our pursuit through their comfort and kindness, we need to let some of them go. Too much comfort can truly impede our growth, as it makes us slow and satisfied. This quote can remind us that we need to take inventory of our ideas once in a while. We need to weed out ideas we must let go of and identify which new ones we need to welcome to enable further growth. Hope in reality is the worst of all evils because it prolongs the torments of man. From these words of Friedrich Nietzsche, we could learn that hope eventually delays our ability to accept the truth. In his eyes, it is an unnecessary loss of time and prolonged suffering. But unlike Nietzsche, we see another aspect in hope. Hope can serve us as a security mechanism. It puts distance between us and the lingering truth we may not be ready to accept. We turn to hope when we are not in control. Eventually, the truth will prevail, and we cannot hide from it. But a phrase of hope may give us time to gather the power we need to confront the ugly truth, the torments of man Nietzsche speaks about. Then hope has served a meaningful purpose, which may outweigh the loss of time caused by not accepting the truth immediately. He who would learn to fly one day must first learn to stand and walk, and run, and climb, and dance. One cannot fly into flying. Let's think about this quote from the perspective of our modern, fast-paced, hasty world. We want to achieve our dreams, push ourselves to new heights, and get to every finish line as fast as possible. Doing so, we may still be crawling, but already flapping our wings, trying to lift off. Maybe we can fly a bit, but then we crash. Shortcuts to success seldom work. And we need to be careful not to fall into the trap of people that promise the easy way to succeed. For example, investing in stocks or cryptocurrency will make you rich overnight if you just follow the secret formula. You find them on every corner, and their message is tempting to many. Instead of following shortcuts, let us better build solid foundations for ourselves. Let's be aware of our capabilities and limits. Steady progress is still progress, one step at a time while keeping our eyes focused on the finish line. We will get there, no matter if walking or flying. Without music, life would be a mistake. There aren't many people in this world who are utterly abstinent from music. For most of us, music is an indispensable companion throughout our whole life. Music lifts us when we are feeling down. It acts as a catalyst, applying our current state of emotions, whether good or bad. It has the power to bring people together, around the world, on every continent. Music sinks deep into our brains. It can bring back memories spontaneously when we hear a song that we associate with important events. Maybe a past love, an eventful road trip, or the loss of a good friend. We agree with Friedrich that life would be a mistake without music because it enriches our lives tremendously. We consider it one of the greatest inventions of humanity. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. This quote refers to the question of all questions. It has been debated for centuries in different schools of philosophy and across all regions. The question is, why do we live? It is a question that we can't universally answer. Everyone has to find their own truth, their own why. But once this question gets answered, it can ground us and provide us a sheer, unshakable foundation to pursue our life. Some may find their why early in life. Some may not understand it until the end of their days. People find it in many things, in providing for their families, in being a world-class athlete, pushing the boundaries of the physically possible. Some find it in material things, accumulating wealth. Others only want to be one with the world and be happy, not pursue ambitious goals. And through the lifetime of a human, the why may change. What once gave us direction when we were young may not be what gives us purpose later in life. In every real man, a child is hidden that wants to play. A way this quote can be interpreted is to follow the example of children. Children, unless they want the attention of their parents or someone else, are not driven in their actions by the desire for outside confirmation. Unlike grown-ups, they just act. They just play. However, they take their play very seriously. They may create their games haphazardly, but they are consumed by the game. The expected external confirmation is not always granted to us. Instead, we may be confronted with other people's judgment and criticism. And even if there lies no truth in these hurtful words, they still may stir up unwanted emotions. Following the children's example, we can be reminded to grow beyond craving for outside confirmation. And if we do so, we may find our hidden child again, getting lost in a game just for the fun of it.